Please fire away.
How you doing, champ?
Looking sharp?
Always. How you, so the talk, all the talk of the face-off, all that, what can you tell us? What were you guys talking about up there?
I don't know. I just told you guys the truth. That's something that not everybody knew about. But I'm sure some of y'all was wondering why we didn't do a face-to-face. All the other big fights on Fox have done a face-to-face. And I told you why, and I gave him an opportunity to answer, and he couldn't.
Did that bother you that he didn't want to show up with you?
I knew why, so not really. But he could have made up an answer. He could have said, well, I thought it was more important to train, or this is my first world title fight, so I just want to make sure I'm extra ready. But he didn't say that because he knows that's not the truth. He knows why he didn't show up at that face-to-face. He just proved it. I gave him the opportunity to answer. He didn't want to answer.
What's the truth?
Why do you think? He don't want to sit in that room with me because he knows I'll eat him alive. The same, the words don't bother me. Then why didn't you show up? Because you know what? All those questions that we have to sit down to answer, not all those are easy questions. When I sat down with Jose, the boogeyman, not all I had some tough questions that I had to answer. You know, I didn't have enough experience. I never fought anyone on his caliber. He's fought tough fights. You got to come up with answers, and some of them aren't easy. So you didn't want to have to answer those tough questions.
Interesting.
What'd you guys talk about when you actually faced off in front of the cameras and everything? You guys kind of started jaw-jacking at each other and stuff like that. What was that about?
He thinks he's going to do one thing. I think I'm going to do something else. So agree to disagree, I guess.
Who's your stylist, man? Who helped you with that, dude? Was that wifey?
No.
Who helped you with that?
Yeah, this is from Stitch. Shout out to Stitch here in Vegas.
Okay.
Got some of the best suits as you see, but I'm the one who picked it out, put it together. So yeah, shout out to Stitch, man. Best suits around, as you can see.
They keep you laced. Man, you feeling good? You feeling good? You got your reservation for Maggiano's already set?
Actually, they're bringing it to us.
They're bringing it to you. Even better. Even better.
So,
life was getting better, huh?
Man, champ life.
So, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I think a lot of times when y'all see fighters cutting weight really hard, their voice gets really soft, and their eyes look sunk in, and their energy seems a little weak. I'm pretty sure y'all can tell that my spirits is good, my energy is good. I'm ready to roll.
So I talked to Wade yesterday about your training. You guys doing the footwork and adding speed and strength to your training camp this year, or this fight. Why was that important to you? Why did you want to do it?
More so just strength. You know, I've always been a fast fighter. I've always been really explosive, but that doesn't mean you content with where you're at. So you always want to add to that, strive to get better. You know, I'm constantly in the gym, sharpening my tools, working on my craft, and we've been doing the same, you know, strength and conditioning wise. But nothing substitutes being in the boxing gym, working on your craft. Andre Ward said that recently with the Andy Ruiz fight. Nothing substitutes working on your craft. And I've been working on the same craft my whole life. So.
You mentioned Andy Ruiz. Just real quickly, what were your thoughts when Andy Ruiz won the heavyweight championship? When
I was happy for him, but I wasn't super surprised. I know Andy. I know what he's capable of. Some people who don't know him, they look at his body frame and they underestimate him. But Andy's a bad boy, man. He can box and he can fight. And I'm just glad he got to properly introduce himself to the world.
So what about the rematch? How would that play out?
It could be the same. So, like I said, great thing about boxing, we're going to get to find out.
You lost someone really great in boxing last week. Pernell Whitaker. Can you give us your thoughts?
Man, first I just want to say rest in peace to Pernell Whitaker. Very underestimated fighter. His defense is something that stuck out to the world, but he was a killer at the same time. The way he put his offense together, his punching power, man, a real killer. And I had the opportunity and the blessing to meet him at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And some of y'all may think I'm not telling the truth, but I got to show him in some of my highlights. And he could have just been talking me up, but he said, man, you one of the closest I've done seen to me. And I'm sure he's just blowing smoke up my ass, but it made me feel really good. It made me feel really good. You know, I showed him some of my defensive stuff, and man, it made me feel so. That I'm glad I had to have that. That I got to have that special moment with him. Boxing, we took a tough punch right there. We took a hit.
You are fighting your first defense title here in Vegas on the undercard of the Manny Pacquiao versus Thurman. Can you talk about your thoughts on that fight and your prediction?
Well, I'm happy to announce that I'll be the main event on Fox on a Sweet Hands Promotions card. So this is, you know, I guess you could call it my show. But it'll be the main event on Fox, so that's free TV for everybody. And I'm proud to be the main event on Fox. It's a huge platform, but also with the pay-per-view portion of Manny Pacquiao. that's a tough one, and I've said in a couple of other interviews, I think it's hard to write Keith Thurman off after one not so good performance against Josecito Lopez after everything he's done in the division. But then with Manny Pacquiao, it's hard to write him off after everything that he's done. And so for me, my prediction is if Thurman's pulling out with his hands down against somebody like Manny Pacquiao, who's so explosive and fast and keeps stepping back up, it could be an early night or a short night. I mean, an early night or a long night for Keith Thurman. But if Pacquiao gets old overnight, which tends to be how it happens, as fighters get old overnight, it could be a difficult fight for Pacquiao.
Caleb, super middleweight's super hot right now. Obviously, you thought about unification. It's July. You got a good amount of the year left. Do you think we could get a unification fight with yourself and one of the other champions if you get a victory on Saturday?
Absolutely. There's never been an undisputed super middleweight champion in the world ever. That's a fact. And I want to be the first undisputed super middleweight champion in the world. But first things first, July 20th, this Saturday. I'm not concerned with anyone else. I don't care about any of the champions. I don't care about any unification fights. I don't care about anything or anybody else besides what's on my plate. So that's all I'm focused on.
Mr. Plant, Phil Boxing, Emmanuel Rivera. Regarding your fight, we want to introduce you to the world of, of course, and Phil Boxing. Do you have any message for your Filipino fight fans?
I would just like to give a huge shout out to my Filipino fight fans. I encourage y'all and hope that y'all tune in this Saturday. This is a huge fight. We got 4 undefeated fighters on the same card, and as Heidi said, 2 O's have to go, not just one. So it's going to be a spectacular night of boxing, which is going to translate over into y'all's guy, Manny Pacquiao, who is a legend. I don't even have to break down who Manny is for you guys. You already know. So I would just definitely encourage you guys to tune in. It's going to be an exciting night of boxing.
Thank you, my boy.
Oh wait, Manny, come here. Something
Salamat mabuhay.
How's it being a new daddy to a puppy? I see that.
Nip. Yeah, he's full of energy, got a lot of character. He's been fun having around, giving me and Jordan a lot of laughs, in between training, just keeping us a little bit busy, but he's been fun. So.
How does the fight finish for you, Caleb, in your mind when you've thought about the finish and all that?
With my hand raised and that red belt around my waist, with the announcer saying and still.
Earlier you talked about being at the foot of the mountain, that achieving a championship wasn't the mountaintop. What do you envision the mountaintop being for your career? What does that look like?
Being the first undisputed super middleweight champion in the world, having a couple kids who are healthy and living a long, healthy life, just riding off into the sunset with my woman and my family and my kids, with my pockets full and feeling good inside.
What bothers you most about your opponent? Because you guys seem to really get under each other's skin a bit. What is most bothers you? So, is it nothing more than that?
I don't like anybody that fights. It's not because I'm some punk or some mean guy. I've worked my whole life for this. I don't have a plan B. He's trying to ruin everything I worked for 17 years straight, no breaks, with all the ups and downs. That's personal. It's not just a sport to me. It's not just a business to me. It's my whole life, so it's part of my personal life as well. It's my whole life.
Caleb, is it hard, because you're obviously with PBC, you guys do a lot of events with a bunch of fighters together, they have a lot of super middleweights. Is it hard to kind of not be friendly with kind of people in and around your weight class, or do you try to stay away from them to not be friendly so that you don't have to?
If you're in my weight class, then I don't want to be buddies. If you're not in my weight class, then we can be buddies. But if we buddies and you move into my weight class, then we're not buddies anymore. So that's it. That's how it goes.
Caleb, you're always so focused and super intense. Do you get moments where you can just kind of sit down and relax and like maybe just let instincts take over?
Every once in a while.
That's the first smile we've seen in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see many.
I know I'm not for everybody. I know not everyone likes me. I know they don't like some people don't like my demeanor, or some people don't like Mike's demeanor. Some people don't like my attitude. Some people don't like Mike's attitude. this is just who I am, and I just try to give you guys. I don't try to give you guys. I just give you guys who I am. This is who I am. You guys have seen me enough and been around me enough that if this wasn't me, I'm pretty sure y'all would say something or get a hint. But I don't do what I do, and I'm not who I am for people who won't like it. I am who I am, and I do what I do for people who will like it, for people who relate to it, for my friends, for my family, for my loved ones. And so I understand that throughout my career, not everybody's going to want to take my side or like how I do things, and I've come to accept that a long time ago. So I have so much in mind that I want to reach and obtain. It's a rarity that sometimes I just kind of let loose and relax, but it's a lot easier after the fight. You know, after I've completed the mission, after I've done what I've set out to do, and there's some downtime, that's when I get to kind of just sit back with Jordan, and kind of just relax and put my feet up and say mission accomplished, and but then very quickly I say, okay, what's next?
So talk about this focus. You've been extremely focused always, at least since I've been around you since December, January. That can lead to burnout if you just extremely focus and zero in on this all the time and don't do anything else. Don't play with the dog, ride the bike, go to the gym, or just freely. What's preventing burnout for you, sir?
I love it. You like women? I do. You ever got tired of it?
You put this a better way a month or so ago. You put it a better way.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I like that though. I like that.
You like women?
I do, yes. And I'm not getting tired.
You're not ever gonna get tired of it.
I'm not gonna get tired of it. That's a good reason. Good
I
explanation.
love boxing. Passion. It makes me happy. Why would I get tired of it? It's a thing that brought me from nothing to something.
That's what
Why would I get tired of it? So I truly love this with all my heart. I'll literally sit up here and get choked up. I love boxing with all my heart.
Where did that left start? Where did that left start? When it clicked? When did that?
A few more questions, guys, and we gotta wrap it up.
9 years old, I didn't want to do nothing else but fight. So, I don't know, boxing chose me. I chose it.
As a defending champion, there's so much to be made, cross promotion and people doing broadcasts and so many other responsibilities in the sport. Do you like your role as kind of sitting back and going out and fight, or do you envision yourself that guy on the camera out there shaking hands and kissing babies? Do you ever envision that as necessary to keep your career moving forward, or do you even?
I mean, I feel like I'm in the public eye quite a bit. You know what? Maybe some of you guys have seen me commentate at fights before, behind the camera and with the microphone in my face. And that's something I enjoy, and I feel like I'm decent at. It's something I would like to do more of. But I'm not going to forget what got me here, and that's not commentating. It's fighting. So that's first and foremost. But I don't know. I just do what I feel in the moment. Sometimes a lot of times I'm more reserved to myself, and then, but I feel like I make time to sign autographs and take pictures and hand stuff out to the kids and stuff like that. So it's a balance.
I'm late to the party.
Super late, Fred. I thought I was
15 minutes in.
I don't know if I brought the girl or the women to make it up. So I'm made up. What did you see in his eyes?
He's a liar. He's a liar. People who lie are people who are scared. Anybody ever lied to their parents? Why? Because you're scared you're going to get that ass whooped. Now, me and Jordan, we have a very open relationship. Have you ever lied to a woman? Why? Because you were scared she was going to get mad. You were scared. You were scared he was going to get mad.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
October 5th.
October 5th.
Before we even let you try to change something. No, check this out. People lie out of fear. Everyone's done it because they're scared. I told him I want to know why we didn't do it. He could have said, and I said this in other interviews, well, this is my first world title fight. I just felt like it was more important to stay back and train. Or I didn't want to go to see you. I wanted to train. Train is more important. But he didn't have anything to say because he knows the truth. He just sat there and told y'all. Through his actions. He could have told y'all. And he sat there and silent.